Look, it did click. Welcome to episode 109. Kill the moon.
We don't talk about the
Ah,
moon.
I
No.
remembered.
No.
Dumb
No.
cat.
Stop looking at
this.
Stop looking at my cat videos. I was the one who was depressed.
Andrew, you lose a million DM inspirations for that title. A million of them.
Well, I've still got another couple of hundred left.
Wait, people get DM inspiration?
We've got so many.
Same. Used one last week.
I don't think I've ever received a DM inspiration.
Look, it's
I give them out a lot.
Graham, just tick the thing and assume you've got one.
Okay, I will do. I'll just pretend.
Do the thing.
Cat stack.
Graham's too busy looking at cats.
I'm sorry, you've lost me for the rest of the episode.
I'm purposefully not looking back at the cat thing that I initiated because
I mean, it won't be that difficult. The cat.
It will
only
finish
last
in
so long.
finish in like 17 minutes.
So
also
So like I'll be
go on.
No, I'm just like I'll be non-responsive for like 17 minutes, then you're able to get me back.
I just want to say yes, James. The thing you posted in the chat is technically a point.
I mean, it's not really.
I wonder if there are any hag gods. I mean,
Oh wait, you meant that thing, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
the
I was
coven.
like, oh wait, so then you could do that, but then I'm like, it's probably freaking pointless at this. When you're already a god.
Tasha isn't a god.
I don't know how big of a boost you would get from forming a coven of yourself.
I don't really know how the logistics of covens works.
I mean, the
I
biggest
mean,
advantage.
I
of
don't think
forming
covens
one-
really give you a power boost, to be honest.
The biggest advantage of forming one is sharing your knowledge and experiences with other people. But
Oh, so
since
we are a
it's all
coven then.
Thunya- since
You
it's
just
all
already
Thunya, it's irrelevant. You gain nothing from it.
Still, I reckon that all three Sunyas would be able to put down just about any coven there is.
I mean, there's some pretty strong covens out there.
Are there?
I mean, some
the
night
strongest
hags are so powerful that they literally collapse into their own dimensions. They're
What-
pretty strong.
What
That
about
doesn't seem very powerful if they get stuck in their own dimension.
what about
No, when they
Tasha
die, they
and
become
Baba
full
Yaga?
dimension. They're pretty strong.
They don't really seem to have a third though,
I mean,
apart
Some
from the
night
chicken
hag-
house.
like a couple of night hags have access to like
Ah!
an infinite army of Yugoloths, which is pretty good.
Sorry, hairless cats.
They're beautiful ball sacks. Leave them alone. So
Well, that was certainly a sentence.
Stop fighting the
Are
sun,
we
moron.
gonna do this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are going to do this game. I will join in about
so
15 minutes.
Graham, can you
Shall I
remember
go?
what happened last time?
We started interviewing people because there's a magic disease that kills people, and we decided to let the person who's in charge of magic disease research help us with finding the person who let the magic disease out.
Yeah. We also hate this guy.
We hate everybody, right?
Yeah, but we
So he's
especially
supposed
hate
to-
this guy.
Why
Why
is
do you
he?
hate
Is
that?
it the smug one or the one that made you keep thinking songs?
This is
Smug
Songman.
one.
This is Smugman.
Sorry, I can't see the map because I'm watching cat videos.
That's fair.
Well, that's that done. So yeah,
Uh,
we pick up where we left off with you guys standing outside.
Just continue our interrogations. If you need a charisma check rolled, just message me.
Okay, so...
Hume has pulled out her phone and is looking at videos of cats.
Which is funny because Hume is the one person who doesn't have a phone.
Oh god, no, Sonya's turned into 3 Displacer kittens.
Okay, so
Okay, so...
if I remember
Give me
correctly, the
notes.
plan was go find smaller shuttle that TK can make us fly
Did-
up.
Did we not need to find
Yeah.
the person, like someone with knowledge of how this fucking thing works?
I was
Uh,
just going to say, I've got in my notes that Glinter said that one of the researchers called Linda was in charge of the guest list that went up to the moon, which the sabotage, which someone sabotaged the process that they were trying to do in order to siphon power from it. Uh, but they don't know who that is. But Linda had like the list of the people who were there, whoever this Linda is. So
we
ask her about that question mark.
we also determined that if we can find the person who actually could fix this issue, and then administer the horrifying cure from Eldritch Lady, that might be able to solve our problem.
Horrifying cure from Eldritch Lady.
It may give us a cure for.
Oh, is that really going to be a cure though?
Why?
You could try it.
Yeah,
Can't be a virus if you're cut off from the weave.
yeah, but it's as long as we get the person who knows how to work the machine back to being sentient enough, we can
Sentient enough.
we can figure out how to fix them afterwards. Once everyone's not dying.
Yeah, because the moon is sentient and is the reason why the virus is happening. Because it's on an alternate orbit now. Because they tried to siphon power from it by altering its orbit.
Which is why we had the idea of going up to Moonbase and trying to find that person.
Mm.
All true. So what do you guys want to do now? There's still people waiting to be interviewed in this big room, or you can leave and try and find some way of getting to the moon.
The vast majority of the people in there are all researchers, apart from this fella.
Yes. That guy is still just a member of staff at the base.
I mean, you can try and speedrun your questions. If you want to go through everyone.
I mean, would ask the questions to, what's her name, Glinta, who's the lead researcher on what she thinks of what all of the other researchers that work under her would answer to that, because assuming that they won't know any better than she does. And yeah, I can just like state what questions we were asking and post them to this dude as well.
Sure.
Well, Tikio still has Detect Magic up, and Sonia has Detect Thoughts up, doesn't she?
Yes. I did forget about that.
And I'm just looking at people and being really charismatic while looking at my cat videos.
Yeah, Detect Thoughts, looks at Fume, none.
Meow 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 meow. That's all you get.
True.
Oh man, we should totally get a fire cat one.
I also can't help but notice that not only is Graham, but Joseph is still in the cat realm.
I just have it on in the background. I'm looking at Roll20.
Tut tut.
Mostly because as soon as the cat video is over, there'll be music on, and I'll want to hear that in the background just generally.
Okay, so are we gonna speedrun questions?
Sure, I have the list. The cues were name of the person, what were they doing on the date that the virus started spreading, but not specify the day the virus spread, specify the date itself, like numerically. Do they have an alibi? I used it correctly this time, didn't do it wrong.
Nice.
I.e., someone who can confirm that they were there. What is their knowledge of the infection, and out of their colleagues, who do they think is the most or least magically adept, and who do they think would have ill will towards magic or magic users, and then any extra questions would come after, depending on their answers. At least that's what we were doing.
Yes.
In which case, this guy's gonna come out.
Also, we now have the person who's in charge of knows stuff about the project. So if they have questions they want to interject, that could be useful.
Yeah.
They should go for it.
Yeah.
And and all of the people in the cells are all sus, except for the bard who isn't a bard, and the blue-haired office lady who is just pissed.
Yeah, we all love the lady. She just needs a little bit of help.
I mean, or
she needs Alcoholics
no help.
Anonymous.
No, I saw what a state her life was in. She does need help.
She'll probably be fine.
lying on her own filth, drunk as fuck, surrounded by cats.
I mean, like, loads of people live that way and they have perfectly happy lives.
Toxoplasmosis. Anyhow.
Yeah.
That is a thing. What's this guy got to say? Is he sus? Or is he wholesome?
His name is Weteel.
Wet eel, got it.
I'm spelling it as wet eel.
Okay. He doesn't really know who is more or less magic. He doesn't really talk to people about that sort of thing. He's just a janitor.
Brackets janitor.
What's your favorite kind of cleaning detergent?
I really like this, like, new stuff we got in recently.
Elbow grease. That's a good one.
No. Why are you a cat?
That's really racist.
Hey man, wet eel. You can't just go asking people why they're a cat.
But they were a person before. I went in and I saw them and they were a person.
Okay, and
they turned into a cat. Lots of people do that.
I don't understand. No one does that.
I agree. That's not really a thing people do.
Druids exist.
Do they?
Cool, just in the back of his head, he's like, I hate technologically advanced civilizations. They're no fun.
Have you ever met a druid?
I mean, like, I'm aware people can do that, but it's not common.
Colt has met a druid. I was trying to think there, if we had a druid in the party, it was actually Graham's character.
Yeah, I know. I never met this druid, though.
Yes, you have not met yourself.
Exactly.
I think you actually have.
No, actually, no, I would have, but it never came up them being a druid.
Yeah, because
they were just stopping slavers.
Yeah, we were just fighting other fireball.
But yeah.
Also, an antisocial person who doesn't know anything about the people around them.
No, I know lots of stuff about the people around me. I just don't ask people about, like, combat abilities all the time.
Oh, well, that can't be good. Sonia, what are you doing?
Is that better?
What? I don't understand.
I become baby Valstrax. Doesn't have a stat block, but, you know, it has to exist.
I don't get it.
Are you more comfortable with Jet Dragon than Tentacle Cat?
Why are you a jet dragon?
I don't really have an answer for that, sorry.
Okay. Well, no, I don't really know anything about people being magic. I know I don't really like...
Man, it's...
I don't really like... I don't really like Myrtle. She's quite messy. But, aside from that...
You mean the ghost in the toilets?
No. Is there a ghost in the toilets? I just cleaned there.
No further questions.
Don't have a just to you, so they didn't have a Myrtle on my list of people so far, and I've got most of the names here. Who the bloody hell's that?
She has like red hair.
That explains why.
Because you wrote her down as redhead instead of Myrtle.
You look down to where you've wrote her name, and you see that you scribbled something out, and he's like, that must have been her name.
This is getting recorded in his head, so but it's not like it hasn't like recorded right, and he's like, that one error 404 out. Shit.
So yeah, I don't really like Myrtle because she's quite messy, but everyone else is pretty neat and tidy. I feel pretty sorry for Colin.
Which one's that?
He's the CEO of the boss guy.
Why would you feel sorry for him?
He just like has a lot of hard work to do, and
he's asleep now.
He always pushes himself really hard for Soul.
He's hugging a
the
bear.
bears have him now.
Is that a metaphor?
I love how both of those things could be a metaphor. The bears have him now, and he's hugging the bear.
No, literally, he's put us. He's asked us to help out, and he's having a sleep. Literally.
Okay.
Pushed himself that hard.
Don't worry, the bears are making sure he doesn't leave.
Yeah, literal bears.
Fair enough.
This guy must be freaked.
You
I take it the detect magic and thoughts isn't picking anything up off him.
Detect magic, you get nothing. Sunya, his surface level thoughts throughout this whole time have just been like pretty much exactly what he's been saying.
And these people are weird.
Like, with an occasional, these people are like really weird. Especially those cat dragon
girls. People. You know, those cat girls, dragon girls, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah. Those ones are weird.
Well, I've written not sus next to this guy.
Wow, one non-sus?
One not sus.
So,
seems alright.
Can I go?
Yeah, follow the robot man to... You're going to be sitting in a cell, but you're not going to get locked in. It's just so that we know who we've spoken to and where they are.
Okay.
Just chill out, yeah?
Basically, you're on a paid break.
Yeah, that's it, pretty much.
I haven't received much pay since the apocalypse started, so it'll be good to start receiving some again.
Rummages in our pockets, pulls out a gold coin. There you go.
What's this?
A coin made of precious metal.
Oh, nice. Thanks, I guess. It's a weird way of paying.
It has value. You can what's the word I'm looking for? Exchange it for credits or whatever you use here.
Sure.
You can also use it as a conductor. It's very good at conduction.
Nice.
And in 3 weeks, the coin comes in clutch and saves his life. I was like, damn, it was a good conductor.
Yeah.
All right.
So what does Glinta, who's the head researcher, say? What does she say about like her staff?
She generally just says that like she doesn't really know most of the other researchers that escaped. She's the only one in her unit that got away, but she knows generally which specialties people should have and things, and she knows like most of them had to pass a pretty extensive background check to get on the team, so they shouldn't be she doesn't think most of them would be the kind of people to release a giant virus on a planet.
Who was in charge of the background checks?
She says that would have been Edward.
Who's that?
He's one of the researchers. I've got his name here.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong guy.
That'll be one of the researchers. I've got his name on file here.
Is that someone we've interviewed yet or not?
No.
No.
Just-
Most of the you haven't interviewed any of the researchers except Glinter.
Yeah.
Just my logic here is potentially if there's more than one person involved, someone could pass a background check if the person who was doing the background checks was in on it.
So what you're saying is that we should go through all of the researchers one by one anyway.
I mean,
I mean, there is only,
if nothing,
what, 11 of them?
we should talk to that person.
Yeah, bring him in.
Yeah, let's talk to people.
Bring in the next guest.
Fume puts away phone.
Sure.
So this Ed, detect magic. What does it bring anything up?
I mean, this guy's got a bunch of magic stuff on him.
So
Anything
Ed Sheeran.
specific? Anything like enchantments or something like that?
He's got like some illusion magic. He doesn't really
Oh,
seem to have
dear.
much enchantment.
Ed, researcher. Has illusion magic on him.
And Glinter will point out that this is Vezo or Vaso, and he's the head of illusion.
I thought this was Ed.
This is Vaso.
I thought we were speaking to Ed.
This one's Edward. Do you want to speak to Edward? I can swap them around.
That's who I thought we were
Sure.
talking to.
Get back in there.
Unless the Sonya and Fume want to just talk to this guy anyway.
Nah.
I mean,
Get back in the fucking closet.
Okay, so this guy doesn't have illusion magic on him.
this guy does not have illusion magic. He doesn't have much magic on him, but you can sense faint traces of magic on him.
But nothing really standing out.
I mean, nothing like super standing out, and like it's very faint, the magic that is on this guy.
So let's start off with like going down the questions we've already been posing.
Okay, so the first name was first one was name, but we've got that. It's Ed. That's why we called him in.
Yeah.
What was he doing on the night the virus spread, and does he have an alibi to prove it?
I mean, I was on the station. I think it was like during my like late afternoon sort of break, just when we were sort of clocking out.
By station, do you mean up on moon?
Yeah, up on the moon.
Okay.
I was about to head to our quarters to get some rest. Then I noticed some zombie-looking things, and I ran in the other direction. I ran to the escape pods, and I think on the way there I bumped into. I think it was. Lopal.
Lopal. Is that? Yeah, that's one of the researchers. So they'll be able to confirm whether he was there or not, because that means they're a loose end.
Okay, so
Then we both ran into like everybody else who was at the escape pods at the time, and we got off the station.
From the infected.
Glinda can confirm that him and Lopal showed up together.
Cool. What was your job up on the station? Like, what specific task were you in the middle of doing or in charge of?
Well, I mostly handle a lot of admin work, checking all the backgrounds on the researchers, checking like what resources we need, stuff like that. But I did do a little bit of like magical aid here and there. I mostly have pretty good sort of enchantment power is more my specialty, but I'm not amazing at it by any stretch of the imagination.
Ooh.
I mean, it's mostly just to confirm whether people are like telling the truth and lying and stuff. I also dabble in divination a bit.
Am I detecting anything in particular from his thoughts?
He is thinking that as far as it works in his memory, he left his office, saw a couple of zombies, and then bolted, bumped into Lopal, and then the two of them bolted to the station. And you think, like, while he's saying that, he just recalls memories of him, like, studying and practicing his various forms of magic, and then a lot of boring typing and accounting on the station, and filing papers and doing bureaucracy.
Oh, Sonia's favorite. So I heard that you're like in charge of the recruitment and like sorting through people and like that, as you said, the admin stuff.
Yeah.
Was there anyone that you can recall that like joined very recently?
Our most recent hire. Our most recent hire was. God, it's such a long name. Why did I give him such a long name?
Oh, is this the guy who I have written down in the notes as long name?
Yes, possibly.
Mr. Long Name, yeah.
Long ass name.
He'll say oh, it was like Vod. Vod's not his name, but it's a shortened version of his name.
Brackets VOD.
Okay. I'm gonna look at him later.
But yeah, he's our most recent hire. Yeah.
How
long did you have him before the infection broke out?
Like, probably about a year-ish.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
how many people
So,
were like of the people that are here were up on the ship? Was it just the two of yous?
No, every member of the research team was on the ship. We all got to the escape pods and escaped together.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Going back to our usual line of questioning, what is his knowledge of the virus? What does he know about it to the best of his ability?
He doesn't really know a lot, outside of like a couple of bits of information he sort of gleaned, and like Sonia, looking through his memory, is like he just picks out some things of like, oh yeah, I saw like this document which mentioned that it used this like slight modification, and like they used magic to alter it this way to do that and stuff. Like he knows maybe a couple of random sporadic facts about it, but doesn't really know much about it, how it actually works.
And the other questions were who he thinks is the most and least magically adept among his colleagues, and if any of them would hold ill will to magic users. But let's see how he answers. I have a feeling of how he's going to answer, but how does he answer?
He doesn't think anybody would like hate magic users and join this team. Also, Glint is probably the strongest among us. Ooh, actually, that's a good port of call. I do remember there being something about like a weird life form they found upon the moon that had something to do with the virus.
weird life form.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about it. It appeared in like one document.
So could have been caused by a mutation of some sort, maybe.
I don't like this.
Who would there been one of your team that would have been in charge of that sort of thing? Glinta, because she's right here. What do you know? Do you know about this?
Glinta goes, not really. I was more handed like product and then I magically altered it. I wasn't really on the biological side of things very
Oh
much.
damn it, Glinta.
Look, I'm very
You are
sorry.
their manager. My God, I'm a hick from a mountain in the middle of nowhere. And even I know that.
I'm my division's manager. I'm not the project manager.
Who's the project manager, and are they here and alive?
They are not alive, nor are they here. Or I
Damn it.
assume they're not alive.
Damn it!
Damn it, Amel. Oh my
Why
God, I'm
Amel?
gonna have it.
Damn it, Amel!
I love how your
I'm just in the
default is your default. Damn it is to immediately precede it with Ameh. That's amazing.
I
Like,
did not mean to say that's how bad it's gotten.
God damn it, Ameh sneezes. Just like, someone's talking.
It's
Maybe
like,
someone's
no,
talking.
then Coach is like, no, wait, I didn't mean that, man. God damn it, Glinta, what the shit?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay,
That's
never mind.
genuinely
Who would
hilarious.
be in charge? Never mind. Calm down. No peace.
But yeah,
Everybody.
Gl-
Who would be in
Glinda's
charge of Who would be in charge of the biological side of things?
I'm not really sure. Rhea
Two.
probably knows. On Sonia. Something will occur if you're still reading this guy's mind.
Mm-hmm.
When Glinta says the word Rhea, an image of this woman appears in his brain, and he is like remembering this one time that she walked into his office and then just immediately left. Like, actually, roll me insight, or actually roll me investigation instead, Sonia.
I'm not gonna lie, for a split second there, I thought you were gonna say he's a massive simp for Rhea.
Okay, now,
I mean,
which one did
I
you
put-
say? Investigation or
Uh,
insight?
roll me investigation.
Thank
I
God,
changed my
that's my
mind
good
from
one.
insight.
Shouldn't be
uh,
advantage. I need to turn that
You
off.
think you can tell that this man's memories have been magically altered? Like, there's just a sudden... It almost feels like a cut in his memories.
Oh, so like, through paying attention, I can tell that before she walked out, she was in a slightly different position suddenly.
Yeah. But you believe his
Shit,
memories have
me.
been altered.
It just seems to be glitching a bit like the ghosts in Supernatural.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind as I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'll make a note of that because you'll probably bring it up later, but I'll make the note now.
But yeah, she says, like, Rhea was more in charge of the biological side of stuff.
Okay, thank you for that. I'll bear that in mind. Or we'll bear that in mind.
Has he answered the whole? Does he think? Well, you know, he did answer. Does he think anyone would have ill will towards spellcasters? He said no, didn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't think anyone on the station would specifically hate spellcasters.
Or want to release something like this out into the
Yeah.
world? I'm out of questions. If anyone has anything else.
I don't think so.
Thank you for your time then, the robot guy will show it to one of the cells. Don't worry, you're not getting locked up. It's just that we know who we've spoken to and where they are.
Sure. He'll head off.
And then after he's gone, I would explain. Yeah, looks like I've already forgotten the name, but that person did something to their memory.
So
Ah.
you're in charge of the biological side of things. He seems to have some memory of them finding some sort of creature on the moon, and then and his memories of that have been altered.
I can
Okay.
restore his memories, but maybe we talk to her first.
Don't go tampering with the evidence until we've gotten all the facts together.
Yeah.
Innit?
Because, I mean, it might have been something traumatic. So it might not necessarily be a bad thing. But, yeah. Turns to person who's in charge of them. Thoughts on memory erasure?
Glinda's like, well, it's not usually done, but like maybe he could have asked her to erase something like traumatic.
I would have thought something like that would have been like, I don't know, against policy or something.
I've heard reports of people like trying to. I mean, it's quite expensive to have someone remove traumatic memories from you. So like, if you have a
Wait.
friend who can do it for free, I don't see why you wouldn't go to them and ask for that.
I mean, I can do it.
Yeah, see.
But
like,
if I suppose if
but-
he's like consenting to it.
I'm pretty sure Sonya can do it as well.
But
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
That's how
I
I know
know-
that how
I
to
know.
fix it.
But
I know Sonya's done it before she's done it to me.
she also goes like, I mean, I will admit though, it is a bit suspicious.
Everything's suspicious.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Sus question mark.
Sussy mark.
Thus, exclamation mark. Thus, interrobang.
Who's coming out
Yes.
next? Who do you want to talk to?
Only makes sense to make her the next one out.
Yeah, that rare person.
Rael come out?
Researcher. The name, obviously, researcher. What does she claim to be her specialty to be in?
She says
Because-
she's the head biologist.
Mm-hmm. So checks it from the last guy. Obviously not saying this out loud to her.
And that her name is Rhea. And Glinta confirms this.
Is her last name Star Wars?
No.
That seems like a weird
Good.
choice of last name.
Good.
You seem very
Uh,
resentful
just
about
because-
something, Colt.
No, that's me. Colt
Oh, okay,
didn't say
sorry,
that.
sorry.
I didn't put the voice on.
So yeah, Rhea's
That's
like,
me.
so yeah, well, what do you guys want to know?
Who did it?
Shall we go through our notes? Shall we?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just...
that included.
Who did what?
That included.
Yeah, that
Shall we go
that was the
through our
first
normal
question.
questions?
What is it?
Why did you do it?
What's it?
It's it.
What is it?
It's it.
What is it?
It's it.
I don't know.
Sorry, I was doing a bit because that's the song Epic by Faith No More is what's it. What it is it. Over and over again.
Fair enough.
Okay, now on to real question one.
Wow.
I mean,
Shall we?
It was
just
my
go through
first
our normal
question,
ones
so-
and then do the extras. What were they doing the night the virus spread?
Oh, I was just sort of. Sonia, you'll note you are unable to read this person's mind.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, she just says, "Oh, I was just in the lab."
Does that mean that they have some sort of abjuration magic or something on them from Tikio's detect magic?
Your detect magic would reveal a couple of things. It would reveal a lot of transmutation, abjuration, and a little bit of like it would be a bit of necromancy as well.
I wish the like what's it called? Predictive text would stop changing abjuration to aberration.
Yeah, I love
Yes, you know what,
aberration
I'm not-
spells.
You detect
I'm not
aberration.
talking about mind. I'm not. Is she a mind flayer?
No, but you do sense one nearby.
God damn it! Stop changing it to aberration. God damn it! Where's she on?
You sense the cure that a mayor sent you.
So by a lab,
And necromancy.
what do you mean?
I was just in the bio lab, like almost finished with my work.
This be up on the moon?
Yeah.
Then when they on that date, what happened then? Like after you finished up?
I mean, I left. I got into the corridors, and then I heard an explosion. And when I went to go see what was going on, some terrifying, weird things were running out of the lab.
And
I
I
started running to the escape pods.
as an expert biologist, could you maybe give us a bit more information than things?
Yeah, you can spare the. We do have we may not look like it, but we do have some rather smart people here. You can spare us the oversimplifications. We've been saying it to all the researchers.
I would love to tell you, but I signed a contract and I'm not really allowed to talk about it. And as much as I'm like, yes, I'd love to. If I break this contract,
Did you sign a
giant
gayest NDA?
yeah, I
Sorry, guest NDA is the correct way to pronounce that word.
I signed an NDA. I can't talk about it without giant law robots coming and beating the shit out of me.
Would these law robots be similar to the robots that enforce problems with time?
Yeah, inevitables. I think they're the ones who enforce it.
Why are they bothered about you just talking about biology, the biology of a creature that you saw?
The company brought me to Mechanus so I could sign their contracts there. They have all their contracts signed there.
This is just bringing me back to the point that we should just destroy Mechanus.
We'll put a pin in that.
So I couldn't violate the NDA.
Yeah, but how does that apply to a monstrous creature that you just happened to see, and we're just asking you to describe it?
She doesn't say anything else.
So you were working on this monster and you let it loose.
Very sus.
You're to blame for this.
I mean,
Cool to eyes. I'm going to roll insight on her whole bollocks.
yeah, the whole contract thing does, like, plus with all of this, does give me vibes of company doing shady shit in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like all.
That is not the best.
Yes,
roll
like
could have
all.
caught- You know what bollocks to? I'll try rolling a DM inspiration again.
A DM inspiration.
Because that's not the best roll. Come on, Court, you're better than that.
I mean, 21's pretty good. It's better than 19.
Worse.
Oh, wait a
I'll
minute.
use the
Add a
last one.
D4. Jesus.
And I'll add a D4.
Your insight is that she really wants to tell you what's going on because she highly values her own life, but she is unable to.
Wait. So, these inevitables, right?
Yeah?
If you break your NDA, they will come for you, right?
Yes.
But if you don't break your NDA, we're short information that might help solve this problem and keep everyone alive, right?
In theory.
Cool. So what you're saying right now is you're valuing, like, you not being damaged by these inevitables eventually over saving everyone?
And also, you may be dying now through this virus.
I mean...
Pick your poison, lady.
Sorry, no. Cool, back down. Let's attack dog. I'm asking this very sincerely.
Okay.
I mean... Yes. I don't want to get killed by giant robots.
But you're okay to die to the virus.
I mean, I also don't want to die to the thing, either.
So how close would you have to be to dying to the virus before that would be less preferable to telling us?
I don't like where this is going.
No, let her cook.
Answer the question. I'm practically an inevitable myself, and I'm standing right behind you.
I don't like where this is going.
I'm just asking, what's the trade-off here? Like, you're almost certainly going to die of the infection right now.
Oh.
Right now.
So, like, how different would it be to tell us and die to an inevitable? And I mean, maybe we could help you fight an inevitable.
Oh, I could
okay.
maybe talk to them. I'm a god.
Give me some time to collect my thoughts, and I'll talk to you about as much as I can before I assume I'll be probably killed.
Like, there has to be some loopholes. Like, think about the things you can say generically that won't get you in trouble, but would guide us to where we need to go.
Also,
If you want, we can give you the time where we're interviewing others to come up with like what you can actually tell us.
I'll
Just know that if it comes to it, I am not averse to pushing you outside into the place and seeing how long it takes you to tell us before you, so we can let you back in.
Also, technically, if we say things, you can respond in certain ways that doesn't tell us the answer, but gives us an indication of yes or no.
Rightness or wrongness.
Yep. So if you guys have any more questions for me, shoot.
So
What's all that magic for?
It's all to do with my research.
So
What if I deactivated it?
Sorry, I keep talking over you.
No,
I'll
it's
let
fine.
Fume go.
It's fine. We'll just go.
I mean, I guess not really that much.
So your research, right? This creature you see, was your research involved with it in any way? For it to be, don't know. I just mean like for this thing to be covered by your NDA.
She says nothing.
So that's a yes. Okay.
One of your
Because if
associates.
it wasn't, it wouldn't be covered by the NDA that she can't talk about. So the answer is yes. This creature is what she was researching, or is part of what she was researching. Was
One of your
this
associates mentioned a new creature that you found on the moon. Is this the same thing, or is that something new and different and separate?
She says nothing.
That's a yes.
So it was involved. Yeah.
Was your project anyway involved in moving the moons which caused this problem?
She goes, I don't know. Maybe?
Sure. Were you or any colleagues working on a thing that could be this magic virus?
She says nothing.
Okay, it's an affirmative. Got it. Because she could say no. An NDA wouldn't be broken by her saying no.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
I explained to the less intelligent members of the party because I do know that there are people who don't have massive in.
So if someone, this isn't a threat, this is just a hypothetical, if someone happened to beat you up and take your security clearance, they could possibly get into they could illegally access files related to things that people might not want them to see.
Yeah.
Good to know, good to know. I step out of the way.
I don't see how you get my security clearance if you did beat me up, but like in theory.
How does one how is security clearance referenced in this? Is it like a badge or an implant or something like this?
Or a fingerprint.
Or is it some sort of password?
I mean, my password's like at my desk, on the station, or I do remember it.
Are you willing to tell us your password for access to locations if we're going to head to try and save everyone?
Sure. It's 343101.
Did someone write that down?
Yep.
Thank you. Now, if you can think of anything you can tell us, if you can tell us anything around, if you can think of any way you can tell us stuff around that would help, around your idea that would help us, that we haven't thought of, please feel free to speak up. We will come and see you again after we've finished the whole discussion, so that you have plenty of time.
I do have one last question for you, though.
Okay.
Obviously, feel free to answer if you're allowed. Was this an accident?
As far as I'm aware, maybe? I don't really know.
Okay.
Like, I don't know for sure, but I suspect foul play.
Well, thank you. That's all been incredibly helpful.
Sure.
With regard to
actually, no, wait, hang on.
I was hang on a minute. I was typing before. Yeah, Tikio was going to pipe up with one last one, but this one's to the group, which is anyone opposed to me deactivating this lass's wards?
Glinter will also ask one other question. So were you like treating Edward for like some traumatic event with memory altering magic? Rhea would say that, yeah, I've been treating a couple of people. In fact, I know a few people on the bio team have been treating people for, like, trauma.
Can you tell us anything about that, then?
I mean, not really. Most people want to keep it private.
I'm sure they do, but also most people, Sonia does in quotation marks, are outside dead.
That's accurate, but like, I did it to Edward because he's like my close personal friend, but I don't really know if I know.
Is it anything we need to worry about?
Like, maybe? I know Costas did it a lot. But other than that, I don't really know.
Costas. Who?
Oh, Costas?
I mean, I'm just getting PTSD because of how close it is to Costas.
Sorry, his name's Crassus. Sorry.
Yeah, Costas used to do that a bunch.
Is it Crassus or Crasus?
Is it Kratos?
Oh, the person I called Kratos.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. Okay. Got slightly confused
there. Cratty.
Okay, might have to speak to him.
Has everyone just like blanked Tikio's question?
I mean, she doesn't mind.
I mean, yeah, my response to that was just like, don't see why not.
Yeah, dispel magic to undo whatever magic is currently on her. Can Sonia start hearing her thoughts?
You cast dispel magic. Nothing happens. Or you would notice the auras on her go faint for a little bit, but then just come back almost immediately. And no, Sonia does not hear her thoughts for the intervening period.
Well, that ain't right. Well, that took a lot of juice. For bugger all.
All right. Well, I think that's everything.
There's a third level spell gone.
Okay.
Why can't your spells be deactivated?
Well, it's magic items, mostly. I mean,
Which one's putting up the wards?
I mean, just like my necklace.
You have a ring of mind shield and the summit, don't you?
I have a necklace that stops people from like messing with me psychically. Generally,
Would you be willing to hand that over?
I mean, I I I don't really want to hand it over. I'll take it off, but you still. I assume one of you is reading my mind
No.
or trying to.
Sonia pipes up.
It's more of a show of good faith, really.
I
Just
mean,
so that there's nothing being hidden.
I mean,
If he's picking up abjuration magic, we're gonna want to know what the wards are, and bring them off so that whatever interrogation that we do is confirmed to not be messing with us in any way. You know how it is.
Also,
I
there
mean,
seems
Meet
to
us
be a
meet us
lot of
halfway.
there's a lot of people keeping secrets, so you can imagine it doesn't look good for you to be actively keeping secrets or seeming to.
True.
I mean,
True.
I also wear so that people can't steal secrets from me because I do want to keep. I do have secrets I want to keep.
ND and such, yes.
Yeah.
Wait. If you lured it and you thought things, would that break your NDA if we stole your thoughts?
I don't think stealing my thoughts would, but maybe. Sure.
But is it like one of these things where if you voluntarily allow your mind shielding to drop and someone heard them, then would that count as you giving information, or would that count as like
I feel
us
legally
taking?
that would count as me giving information if I
Okay,
willingly
so
did.
everyone hold her down and take the necklace off her, and then I'll read her thoughts.
Okay, got it.
Well, athletics got it.
Well, she will try and object and be like, I don't think it'll work for other reasons though.
What are those other reasons? As people are like pinning her to the ground.
Do people pin her to the ground and just yank it off her?
I mean, we were doing the first part,
Unless-
like straight up.
Unless she can beat a 28.
He does not even try.
I will just not yank it off, but more remove it nicely because it's
Sure.
not about.
You can remove it. Sonia, you're still not able to read her mind.
Do you have a secondary mind reader block?
She says that, well, like, I modified my own biology ages ago to just, like, give myself some enhancements, like more stamina, resistance to mind reading, stuff like that.
Splinter, what would happen if I cast Wish in a place where this magic virus exists?
I mean, unless Sonia pipes up, I did it, and I'm fine. We might be immune to it, fingers crossed.
Shrugs shoulders.
Looks at watch at the timer going down from an hour.
Because I'm considering casting Wish to try and wish that her biology was back to a place where we could read her mind. But that may reverse time on her and make her forget the things we need her to know. I'm bad at wording wishes despite being a genie.
God, it's a shame. If we had a mind flayer, they could eat her brain and then they would just get all of the information.
Do we have a mind flayer?
Just absorb it normally, but you don't have either of those things.
Or a what, sorry?
And aboleths are also capable of just, like, eating people's thoughts.
I look at Sonia and I'm like, do we have a mind flayer anywhere?
Shockingly, no. I mean,
Colt just snaps his fingers.
Technically, one's in my head.
Colt
but...
snaps his fingers,
And we killed all the ones that you had. Damn it.
Yeah. Sadly, Mind Flayer Sonia is just that in name now.
Sorry.
We'll figure it out. While she's like lightly pinned on the floor while we're talking about someone eating her brains.
It's just like, can I have my necklace back? Like, it's very expensive.
Fume has it.
We have no control over what Fume does. Is Fume like looking at it like, I know someone who would like this.
100%. I'm gonna pocket the necklace.
No, I need it back.
Why?
Because it's my necklace.
I'll give you it back when you come back with information.
But it's mine.
I'm holding it as collateral for information.
But you just stole my necklace.
You go sit and have a think about what you want to reveal to us before the nice robot man turns up.
And you'll get it back when you give us real information.
Man, you guys are pricks.
We are, yes. But the reason we're pricks is because we're all slowly dying.
And you're withholding evidence in an investigation to solve that.
And the only reason we're all dying is because we're here trying to save the fucking universe.
I think a necklace doesn't really come into it at that point.
She just stares at you blankly.
I promise if you play along, you'll get it back.
Look, I could turn myself into a mind flare and eat you. I'm not doing that. Be thankful. I could do that to everyone here.
Please don't. I have enough mind flare trauma as it is.
Alright, they were useless. Next brain. Oh, I'm getting a bit full.
She just is not speaking to you guys.
Oh.
I guess TQ will take this one away and lock them up and put very sus on the bars.
Just write it on the boss. What did you write there? Nothing. Looked like 2 words.
He just puts like a bit of the anti-reality on the end of his finger and just presses his finger into the wall next to the cell. Very sus, arrow pointing at the cell.
TKO, you're unable to lock the cell. It's also not like bars.
Can I just roll athletics to like just bend the bars and snap them and then tie them in a knot so that they don't open?
The issue.
I mean,
The issue is
go
they're
ask
not
the guy.
really bars. There's like an energy field that's generated, but you need a code to do it.
It was this guy, wasn't it? Just ask him.
Yeah.
Could you shut that one for us?
He knows how to operate the cells.
Hey, how do I unlock these?
Huh?
How do I unlock these cells?
Why do you want to know that?
Because this one's withholding
Why?
information with regard to the investigation. I don't know why. I didn't know. That's why I need to lock them in.
Okay, I guess I can lock that cell. You'll like go over here and like press some buttons, and then eventually this cell locks.
Excellent.
Okay. So then head back.
All of our colleagues are like, fuck, what did she do to get locked up? And the rest of us are just fine. You don't withhold information in an
She
investigation.
fucking hates all of you now.
Yeah, well, we're not too keen on her.
Oh.
Shrug. She's
Does she hate us entirely because I stole her necklace?
She's competing for most
I mean,
sus at the moment.
it's like you stole her necklace and then Sonia threatened to eat her brain.
No, I threatened
Sonia
to
said she
not
wasn't
eat.
doing it.
Very
Wait, what?
different.
I thought you said that you were being really nice by not eating and
Exactly.
didn't actually threaten her.
So I threatened with kindness.
I wouldn't go that far.
Who do you want to talk to next?
Who did she mention? I have to bring my notes back up again. She mentioned somebody. God damn it, where is it? I've got to keep paragraph on that lady.
Note boy!
Come on, robot.
So what's everyone's thoughts so far? How do you think this is going?
Not well.
Do you reckon we're all gonna die?
Yes.
Well, at least you're certain.
I'm always certain that we're gonna die.
Slinya always believes.
Oh, yeah,
sorry, no. Fume always believes you're gonna die.
Yeah, if Fume is
Sure.
like very much expecting everyone else to die and her to be left alone in a way that she can't ever get free again.
Okay, so the only mentions that we have are Vod, who is the most recent hire, because he's the one with the really long last name. And then she mentioned that Kratos guy, because she has modified his memory as well. Don't know what he does, though.
Actually, head person. What's your thoughts on this NDA stuff?
I mean, like, the biology side was always a bit more secretive than the rest of the divisions.
So did you not have to sign an NDA for your section?
Not really. I was more studying just how to channel lunar magic. The project manager knew a lot more than, like, all of us. But they're almost certainly dead. Like, there were a group of people who probably knew most of what every bit of the project did, but I believe they're all dead because they were in the center of the station. And they sort of got cut off quite quickly.
Fair.
Is there any possibility they could have survived by just bunkering down somewhere, barricading themselves in?
Like, my guess is no. Based on how the virus spreads or seems to spread. But maybe, like, it's not impossible. But I think the only way they could realistically stand up to the things on the station would be with magic. But I feel that would just get them infected and killed very quickly.
I mean, it's.
But like,
I mean,
If someone was a good enough caster, they could have, like, barricaded themselves in naturally and possibly just, like, constantly casting anti-magic might have kept it at least away. Although that would involve them barely getting any sleep. And it's been how long since?
Like a week? Maybe?
Yeah.
I think even if you had a ton of magic, you would run out before the day was out of anti-magic fields.
So yeah.
Well, that's a question that's been walking around in my head. Do you have some means of detecting and monitoring? Have you figured out some means of detecting and monitoring this virus and whether anti-magic fields affect it or not? Because we might have an answer to that.
Don't really know if anti-magic fields affect it or not. Like, maybe?
We could just grab a zombie thing from outside and see.
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry. Are you wanting to grab a zombie and bring it in here for testing?
More likely we go out.
A zombie. I could just go outside, grab a zombie, take it up into the sky. Because TKO, you said they don't fly, right? I could take one up into the sky, do the thing, and see if it calms down. To Glinter, I am the least magical out of all of us. I am the least magical out of all of us. I am just fucking strong.
Maybe?
So, yeah, I'm at least at risk.
Or rather than touching it, you could just fly above it.
I'm worried about getting swarmed, which is why I said I'd take them in the air, but...
No, that's what I mean, like, you fly just above them, like, out of reach, and then open the Pokeball containing Lizardmon.
Shall I just try that real quick? It'll take me like a second. Or shall we finish interviewing everyone first?
I mean, yeah, try this first, because this will only take a moment, and it might give us some insight.
Okay, I'll be right back.
And with like a crack of lightning, he's just like I just sees him just flash of lightning and he's just gone.
like, oh.
Lightning bolts outside.
Lizzie, I choose you.
Flying in the air, pulls at Lizzie, holds Lizzie in his hands, and just flies like 20 foot above any zombies, and just sees if they react at all with the anti-magic field.
Colt, you'll notice something. You fly outside and you go to pull Lizzie out, and the magical container that contains Lizzie has some sort of weird sort of residue on it. It's also nighttime by now.
Well, that wasn't there before.
Just freaking wipes it, I guess. But well,
Just wipes it with your sleeve.
Yeah, like he has a spare belt, which is just like cotton. We'll just like wipe that, and we'll be like, I'm going to keep this residue because that lady might want to look at it. Does the flask at least open?
It does open.
Lizard comes out.
Lizzie.
Lizzie pops out.
Hello.
Lizzie.
Look, a new world.
Flies around.
Zombie. It's full of zombies.
Lizzie starts coughing.
Oh no.
Doesn't look like they're having a good time.
Colt does have one
Although
spell
if
he
you
can
do
cast. Hang on a minute. Wait, Colt has one spell that he can cast without needing the hat, which is Ray of Sickness, which he's not going to cast it on. He's just going to point at the sky and just fire it off and see if it activates.
I mean, Lizzie's anti-magic field is still active.
Okay.
So the spell fails.
Cool.
But Lizzie doesn't look very well.
Okay, noted. Again, this is just going to take a sec, so Colt's like, there's nothing I can do about Lizzie being ill now, but the field's still up, so I'm just going to get the information I can and get us out of here. And then worry about this when I can do something about it. But it's noted. Does he find any zombies, or...
Yeah, you find some zombies.
Do they react at all to the anti-magic field?
When you get closer to them and close enough where they are enveloped in the anti-magic field, you notice they immediately become a lot more aggressive and seemingly, like, you almost feel like they bulk up a bit.
Get in the flask, get in the flask, get in the flask.
Get
in the flask before this...
Actually, you do notice something.
Oh god, has one of them got wings?
Roll insight.
Oh god.
Oh no, well, the tyrant's here.
At least Court's good at this. If the tyrant is here, Court's just gonna batter it.
Stars.
No, you're not. You aren't having a go at my pet lizard. Get punched.
28.
You believe they seem to be acting slightly more intelligently now, as they're sort of like piling up to try and get at where you are.
Yeah. Again, get lizard back in flask and flies up and away as he does.
Okie dokie. You zip back.
Yeah, zaps.
Also, Colt, roll me a con. Colt, roll me a con save.
Flies to the top of the building and will like zap down through all of the vents and stuff like that to get back into the room.
Yeah, Colt, roll me a con save real quick. Cool.
I'm just gonna diamond soul that just in case, just to see if it gets any better. Never mind, it's 22.
With a 22, you're aware that you don't feel perfect, but like nothing has physically gone wrong with you yet. But you know that like you feel a bit off.
I'm going to have Colt reappear like, fuck, there's no real anywhere I can go, like in this room.
Sure.
And then just go, well, that didn't go well. As you just hear boom for like as the lightning hits the ground and papers go everywhere as he lands, and you just go, that did not go well.
So how did it go?
That did not go
That didn't go well. So how'd it go?
well. The lizard's
Well,
not well.
you say it went
Two.
well. Oh.
No, the lizard isn't well.
Oh.
The anti-magic field made the zombies worse, smarter, stronger, more aggressive. Allowed them to put two and two together to pile on top of each other to try and get at me. And man, it is horrible out there. I feel icky just off of being out there for a few seconds. So I'm going to keep my distance just in case I've got any... Also,
Pulls out the belt.
this weird ichor was all over a magic item I have in my person.
Just like tosses the cotton belt onto the floor, and is just like,
Someone might want to handle that with gloves or something.
Oh.
Thought you researcher lot would want to get a look at it. It was also if that Ray lady has magic items, might be worth checking them, including that necklace if it's covered in the same ichor.
as far
checks
as
the
you-
silver saber. Is the silver saber got any of it on?
Yeah.
Oh great! Everyone check your magic items.
As far as you can tell, only yours have the residue on.
Meaning that it might have happened very quickly.
Okay, so it's happened because I've only just gone outside. Hang on a minute.
Picks up the. Okay, we'll leave the thing, but we'll zap back outside, or along down the side of the building, and go to the decontaminator thing that we went through on the way here.
Yeah. Oh, you walk back through like this door, basically.
The decontamination thing, and just
Yeah.
say he'll intentionally hold the sword up as well, just to see if the decontaminator does anything to the ichor.
It seems to like interact in a strange way. It does seem to do something to it, but you can't really tell what's happening. Although it does seem to like have what you'd consider a slightly volatile reaction.
Volatile.
Like you see some steam or mist coming off of it, but it doesn't get very hot.
James' science brain going, an exothermic reaction. Colt wouldn't know what the fuck that is.
But the
steamy.
residue generally remains. Actually, you notice something happen. It begins to give off a small amount of light now that that reaction has taken place. And over the course of the next, 10-ish minutes, the light slowly fades and dims until it completely disappears again and the residue returns to normal.
Will still keep his distance from his friends, but will be within earshot to take part in the interrogations and be able to still be heard, but will impart all of this information onto them, saying, hey, especially to the lead researcher, because he's assuming that they are the ones that sorted out that quote-unquote decontamination spray. Just,
Hey, smart people, this happened.
Oh, that's not
Any
good.
ideas?
The head researcher just goes, "Oh, that's not good. That means that's just way more concentrated than it was before, and it maybe
what,
has
I
become
should-
more hearty and
so I
resistant to it." Oh,
So I should just stand in the decontamination for ages? Question mark.
maybe. My only concern is it might, if any of it survives, it might become resistant or immune.
I'm gonna go stand in the spray.
So,
Just
like-
stay there.
Yeah, you do that.
it just keeps pressing the button.
You just
Oh, it went off. Press.
you just see Glinter is fucking having a panic attack at this point.
So
No.
from my understanding of this, it's likely technically light based, So it's like the rays off the moon are coming down. That would explain how
Yeah.
the outside he was affected, but inside we're not, or at least not as affected.
It must help the virus propagate.
So I'm
This
gonna
is-
still.
this-
direct contact with moonlight.
Is this like that lichen that lives off radiation?
Yeah, like the one in
Possibly.
Resident Evil.
No, the one that grew in Chernobyl. Like, there's
Yeah,
literally
the lichen that like got that like adapted to being in a radioactive environment.
yeah, it like eats radiation to
Yeah.
give energy,
Yeah.
and they've now worked out that it can survive in space when they took it up in the space station.
I think I actually just saw something about that.
Yeah, because they're like it might be one of the things that leads to us able to make houses on Mars that can survive the radiation.
But so
So does that mean we have to wait until morning to go and do?
it depends, because I'm imagining this moon is like in, I suppose if it's in an orbit and goes away from where we are, we might have a better chance outside. But light's also kind of everywhere, so
It is quite hard to dodge his light.
honestly, at this point, I think we actually might be better off, even though it's going the magic route, just teleporting up to the moon base.
Yeah?
Because I feel like we might be running out of time. Looks over at Colt being sprayed over and over.
I mean, he doesn't look that bad, but still, it's just.
Yeah, but
press, holds up sword.
you're the most non-magical of us, and that's how much you were affected.
True.
I feel
Look,
like
Court's just in the back of his head. Yeah.
I was just gonna say I feel like the risk of using the teleport to get there now, rather than going out and out there and finding a shuttle and all that, I feel like it might be worth the risk.
Sure.
The time spent finding a shuttle will just give the virus time to accelerate.
Exactly.
Probably just get accelerated as much as using the teleport. Problem is, we need a plan of action to take up as efficiently and quickly as we can once we actually get teleported up there.
Well, I say obviously turns to leader person. You're in with us, right? For help with all this.
Glinter would recommend a plan of like we could take a bunch of the researchers.
Yeah,
up,
I was gonna suggest the same thing.
and we could then try and like fight our way to the source of the infection, stem it off, and maybe try and get to the lab, study, see how it works, and maybe find a cure.
And as much as they're a bit sussy, the geneticist should probably come with her, because even if they are keeping secrets, I still think they actually care about themselves. So they probably would help us.
You mentioned that Linda lady had the guest list of the people that were going to be on the moon on the day of the infection. We haven't gone through them yet.
Do you want to go talk to Linda next? Or right now, before we leave?
Yeah.
Sure.
Probably last person.
Linda will come out. She'll be like, hello.
Why do you all look so panicked?
Why do you all look so scared?
Why is that guy standing over there in the decontamination chamber and just standing?
And why is
Don't question the decontamination chamber.
Look,
Why is he just pressing the button repeatedly?
there's a lot of shit going on. We're running low on time.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone will die soon.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, what do you want to know? Quickly, I assume.
Ask all the questions.
For reference, Sonia, you're able to read this person's mind.
Right.
Do they have any magic up?
They're very frantic.
Does panicking them give us any useful mind?
I mean, you just hear a lot of, oh god, I hope I don't die soon.
Same.
but they are just like barely. They're thinking incredibly quickly and being on their toes, ready to receive questions, like so they can give useful information.
Okay, so the most important thing we want to know is like that list first of all.
Okay. There's a couple of people on it. Let me see if I can remember. There was someone named John Smith.
Yeah, that's the dickhead. I remember him.
Sus guy.
Yeah.
There was someone called Terrald. There was Bela Andorini, and I think that's it. You would only recognize two of the names, which is John Smith, this guy, and this one, Terrald.
Yeah, Terrald was the operator guy, wasn't he? The one who was
the engineer.
Yeah.
The engineer. That's
Those are the only two names you would recognize. The other two, you can assume, were probably just there for the tour.
So,
like maybe one or two of them were there for the tour. Who knows?
What was the other two? Sorry.
It was like two randoms that you don't know.
You would assume DM speak for not important.
DM speak for these were just random people who wanted to see the station.
So we're narrowing. Well, at least I'm thinking John Smith had something to do with it, as did Rhea.
Did you have that John Smith guy in your sights for the entire day?
I think so. Sonia, roll investigation.
Yes. Open my sheet. I did all right.
Damn. God damn.
Yeah, you're like. It's very hard to tell, but you notice that this person's memory has been altered. Like it's not like there's a cut or anything. It's just you sort of recognize when you feel like it's almost intuition, but you recognize that like, oh yeah, magic's been used here to alter these memories. You just like notice a few things that don't quite add up to you.
Mm-hmm. Out of curiosity, have you been receiving any?
You believe the whole tour was like completely fabricated in her brain?
Just out of curiosity, have you been receiving any like trauma treatment from anyone to do with like memory related things?
I don't remember asking for any.
Okay.
She looks panicked when you ask that.
Just because a couple of people have brought up that that's a thing.
Oh yeah, I know some people ask for it, but I never would. The only traumatic experience I've ever been through was station.
Fuck it. Snaps fingers. Which is the lower level spell, so I don't get affected as much. 3 and 5. Right. I'll use remove curse. To restore their memories.
First, Sonia, roll a con save.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a big old vomit. Come on, con save. It's alright.
Sonia, you don't feel well.
Yeah?
You feel awful. You don't feel like you're gonna be sick. It's more like every cell in your body is in an amount of pain.
Fight back, cells. Fight the virus. I animate all my cells.
That's how it feels to you. But yeah. That's how it feels anyway.
God, I actually hate that might be Sonya's last resort. Just animate all the cells in my body at once.
But the magic sort of helps, but doesn't really correct everything fully. It's a bit weird. She for sure remembers that, like, the tour is fake, and that someone has been altering her memory a lot. Because she's just, like, recalling random events now that are, like, totally different from how she remembers them, but she only really has flashes of memory from those incidents. Like, you would assume that the memory-altering magic that was used on her was very powerful. But she recalls, like, flashes of people leave minutes later.
So, even if we've narrowed it down to 2, we've at least found likely the instigator of the event. I have a feeling that the genetics department were working on shady shit, but they didn't intend for this. My theory is that it's probably, you know, the thing you often see where government making horrible thing to unleash on someone else. Maybe this John Smith guy could be part of that someone else. Oh, everyone's quiet.
Thinking.
Okay, good.
Clint is like, it's a reasonable guess, I guess.
I mean, obviously, yes, it doesn't help us right now.
She also gets a flash of, like, this person's face.
Which one?
Kratos. This one.
Right.
Her best guess is that... Well, your best guess is that he's the one who cast the spell on her. Although, she looks like she's still mentally trying to piece together what order events happen in, and just... Her memories are currently a big old mess. And she doesn't really know what's going on anymore, but that's what you can have with your 38 investigation.
I think we should probably let this person sit down for a minute. Is that alright with everyone? So just take them to one of the cells for the minute.
Yeah, she's she's struggling to follow what's happening around her. You can easily tell that.
All right, Fume. We're going to you here.
Yeah.
I genuinely think we should bring out that, was it Kratos?
Kratos, yeah.
Yeah, and just be full on aggression. We want answers for why he's involved with the memory stuff. If he doesn't give them to us, he's getting fucked.
He's the one that was getting memory stuff from the other person?
He's...
Or am I misremembering? Sorry.
He's the one that is... They have, at least with the person we just met, are the one that caused them to have memory problems. And those memory problems are related to people possibly who might have caused this. So there's a very good chance that they're in on it in some way.
Okay, so we just bring them out and go full intimidation mode?
Yeah. I think we're running low on time, and even if they're doing it for good reasons or whatnot, I think we need a heavy hand for this.
Sure.
Agreed.
Cole just gives a thumbs up while gargling the disinfection fluid.
You want them to come out?
Let's go grab them. Bring them out.
Sure. This guy has a 1,000-yard stare.
Mm-hmm.
Any magic?
No.
This is the person that we think might be doing it.
What am I
Yeah?
getting brain-wise?
Nothing.
Nothing in that their brain is empty, or nothing in that like they're blocked.
Nothing? It's hard to tell which of the two it is.
Alright, someone ask him a
'Cause-
question.
Equally good.
Why did you do it?
Goes, do what? He hasn't really blinked since this conversation started either.
Do you know where you are?
Yeah. I'm in this
Answer.
precinct place that we've been holed up in. Stay away from those nasty things outside.
I would like to sort of
Seems
try and-
lobotomized.
TKO, roll insight.
Can Court do it as well since he's like, in earshot?
It
No?
would only be something that TKO would notice.
Okay, because he sucks at this. He doesn't do organics and tells and shit. He's just a big scary robot that is good for muscle. Case in point.
Nah, he's fine. This guy seems
Just
on the level.
This guy's as dumb as bricks.
Sorry, Fumi's gonna try and press him and be like, "What's going on with memories in the crew? Why are people doing stuff?" And just like try and be like, I'm gonna try and intimidate him, like flare up.
Sure, roll intimidation.
I will open my character sheet for the first time today. I wish I had taken intimidation as a checked skill. Yep, I rolled real badly.
He
Too
just
cute.
blankly stares at you and is just like,
Like a construct without an endoskeleton.
I have no clue what to do here. That is both an in-character and an out-of-character statement.
Well, what the fuck do? We can't turn to violence. That was our last port of call.
Who was turning to violence?
I love the like, we'll go full on aggression. He just comes out. It's like, I don't know how to talk to this guy.
He's just too chill. Like, he's just been too lobotomized. How do you intimidate a man who doesn't know who the fuck he is?
How do you get information out of a guy who doesn't know where the fuck he is, what he's doing, or what's going on?
Have you
Glinda
been-
recommends. I mean, you could, if he's been lobotomized, you could heal him.
How do we do that?
Do you know anyone who can heal people?
Hey, if you were to word a wish in a way that I could do something, that would be a thing that can happen because I am a genie.
I like wish for, I don't know, regeneration on this guy.
Cool. I use my ability to grant wishes to do that.
Personally, before you cast it, I would rather.
It's not a cast. It's an inherent ability. It doesn't count as magic.
I still think it might come across as magical, though.
I understand, but if key isn't magic, then this isn't magic.
It's just like literally in character. Something I was like, I would rather cast the spell and risk me a bit more than you risk with something that's that high tier.
Sure. If you don't think I can do it,
It's not a case.
Does it
No,
matter?
I think you can do it. I'm just worried about your safety.
I step back.
Also, question: does it matter which Sonya is casting the spells, or is it can like one Sunya just cast spells and obliterate themselves, or does all three of them take the load?
Only one Sunya takes the load
Yeah,
when they use magic.
currently it's Godya who's taking the load, because if they die, it's not as bad. They're just in lots of pain.
Also, I wonder if your like god abilities will grant you anything that'll let you just tank it or shake it off.
Yeah, essentially,
Gods in D&D are invincible and
Yeah.
never die.
I'm willing to hurt myself more so that someone in the party who hasn't been majorly affected doesn't get affected.
Looks over at that ball of mud that still has the knife inside of him, still just dead in that swamp.
So yeah,
What?
I'll cast the spell. Wimmy Wham Wham Wazzle.
Wimmy Wham Wham Wazzle. Okay. So... I need everyone within 5 feet of this person to make a dex save.
Luckily, we stepped more than 5 feet away.
It doesn't
you
look
is in
like
the other room.
That's
Wouldn't
not
it
what
take you
the map does not reflect what's actually happening.
I mean, it seems like 2 Sunyas, a Fume, and a Glint. I mean, so Fume did say you stepped back.
I did say I was stepping away.
So I will have allowed you to have stepped back. But 2 Sunyas, Glint, please make dex saves.
Yeah. So good at dex save. Bestest boy dex saver, you. God, Roll20 doesn't even want to load me sheet. It knows how bad this is going to be. Not awful. That was Squibbly boy. And that was the one who was actually catching the spell.
Dex save is something along the lines of... If it loads... I definitely clicked it. But it doesn't say it's rolling anything. Oh no, there we go. 4. Great. So yeah. Sonia, and Glinter. Basically the inside of this guy almost becomes basically does become the outside of this guy, as just from every orifice in his body, weird sort of white liquid that seems a bit chunky starts just like pouring out of him as you heal him. But it seems he is just screaming a lot. But yeah.
So are we.
Yeah. But yes, that was a lot of not succeeding the dex saves as you all get covered in this goop. He is just very confused as to where he is, what's going on, and how long has it been?
Are you at least lucid now, and 2, is that normal?
Last thing I remember, I had just got a new job. I showed up for my first day. I went to the lab. And I don't remember. How long has it been since the moon project started? Glinter will say it's been like, well, we started about a decade ago. He just
This guy's
has a pan. He just looks defeated, basically. He looks super defeated that he's lost 10 years of his life.
I low-key kind of want to go and drag that John Smith guy in just to see if... Well, first off...
Also, Glinter is desperately wiping this goop off of her. It's like,
Same.
you.
I'll take that as a no on that being normal.
No.
Also, does the name John Smith mean out to ye?
Poking at the guy who just exploded.
He goes, literally never heard of him. Also, Sonia, you can read this guy's thoughts now. It seems
He's
very
upset.
confused and panicking and like, it's been 10 years? Oh no, I ordered a delivery to my house.
Okay, so we can surmise that this person technically was 100% guilty, but of not their own will.
Yeah. You can surmise that. Seems a reasonable deduction. Also, all the people who failed the deck saves feel much worse than before.
Good.
So, like, before it was a general sense of pain across your whole body, Sonia. Now it's like every cell in your body is on fire. Other Sonia now feels a general sense of pain, and so does Glinter.
Just noting down that he's been under for 10 years. Remembers very little. Still not sure what to do with him. Since he doesn't seem to remember any names or anything.
I mean,
What do you remember? Do you remember who this person is?
Pointing at Glinter.
I think she was like the manager. No, mate. I think they just hired her as a manager, right? And she just goes, "Oh yeah, I remember that. I think I saw you on the first day. It was a while ago, but I think I remember that." He goes, "Yeah."
So has he been always that spaced out? He still managed to keep a job for 10 years.
I mean, he was pretty normal, as far as I can remember. Like, he was in a different section from me. He was in the biology section, but like every time we bumped into each other, he seemed relatively normal. Cold. Roll insight.
I close this sheet. Open, damn you. Quickly. Insight. Bot. 30. Dirty 30.
ugh.
You think that just like the zombies outside got more powerful, intelligent, etc., because they were in moonlight and also near magic, this guy probably also was a lot more lucid when he was actually on the moon.
So you mean that? So you mean this guy only started spacing out once he left the moon and was no longer in contact with it? Sounds like sounds like the virus in a lot of ways.
She says, "Yeah, that I think he started acting a bit more suspiciously and like started spacing out more. Like when we left, he was really bad just 10 seconds ago. That's the first time I've seen him that bad. But I think we know why now."
Yeah, I think we should probably be heading on up to the moon.
Sure.
Only issue is we're gonna have to leave the person who we think is guilty.
Colin's gonna like come running in, and just be like, "Guys, I figured it out.
Good?
I think the virus spreads through magic."
Correct.
Yes.
Wait, no.
Pats him on the head.
Nice. So, I think we should go teleport to the moon.
Yeah.
Where's Moltar? I'm pretty sure Moltar was there as well.
Who's
Or
that?
was that just a figment of my imagination? Yeah, you guys came in with him.
No, I didn't.
I just assumed since you guys were real, Moltar was also real.
I mean, might be.
Ignore me. That was. I definitely had a couple of delusions from not sleeping for a very long time.
Like, I can try to get this Moltar in later when we're not in any immediate danger and see if they exist. But
If you were wanting to gun up to that there moon base, do you know what you might have to do to undo this virus leak?
No. I don't know much about. I mean, I've put some stuff together, but I don't know much about the virus.
well,
Did you find anything useful from the researchers?
a fair bit. We have got general ideas who might be responsible, and bits and pieces of how it came to happen. But we're kind of running out of time, so yeah, we're also agreeing we kind of need to go fix this.
Do you want me to teleport you guys up to the moon?
Sure. Means I stop falling apart if you do it.
It might cause you a great deal of physical and mental distress to do that, unless you're using a tool to do it.
Why are you all covered in white sticky goop?
That one.
Points at the guy.
Ah.
He's been brainwashed for the past, what was it you said, 10 years?
When you say the word 10 years, that hits him like a lead weight, and he just responds with a, yeah. I didn't have a beard before.
I mean, I feel like that's the least of your issues.
Well, that's all. You lot live for decades and decades and decades, didn't you?
No.
Oh no, man.
My species lives for like 50 years.
It's fine. You can come to my heaven if you die.
Oh.
Mortality hitting like a truck.
So sad now.
So yeah, moon party.
Sure. Who's coming with us?
Okay. Turns
Well,
to
I'm one of the least magical people. I'm one of the least magical people here, so if we run into trouble, you'll probably need me to punch my way through any problems. I'll be coming in now for the same reason. I made mincemeat of the ones outside. You can probably use me as a battering ram.
TKO, you hear like knocking at the door that you're currently holding shut?
Opens it.
Won't go wee wee.
The researchers are just like, can we leave now?
Do any of you have any idea of what we'll have to do on the moon base in order to fix this?
All of them say yes.
Alright,
Because
well, we're going on a
all
field
want-
trip. Go grab Bio Lady as well.
Sure.
TQ would do that if she tries to resist. Guess who's having to make a contested athletics?
She doesn't resist, but she doesn't look happy at any of you.
Tough.
Do you grab the other researchers that are like in these cells, or do you just leave them here?
If they say that they can, if they say they can and all, unless they're like sus ones.
I mean,
we don't
is
have
this
many
person
sus
or
ones.
this person sus?
Which persons?
I mean, this person, I feel like is dead to us mentally, for now.
Yeah, you kind of broke them.
I mean, this person also might
You
be
did-
dead to us mentally right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man, we do that to people.
to be fair, this person claims that they basically know nothing about the station
Yeah.
because it was
What,
it was my first day.
what did Ed say again? Because Ed is the one with the blue jacket and the raft, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ed. Where is he? Where is he? Uh.
I
Right,
remember
I have notes on
something
him.
negative about it, but I don't remember what.
Ed. There he is. He was on the station when the virus hit on the moon. Ran into Lopel, who was. Fuck, I don't think we've spoken to that one, have we?
You've not spoken to local yet.
He claimed to mostly just do admin work. And he confirmed who was the most recent hired, who I guess is in this room. He doesn't suspect anybody, and then he was the one who told us about the weird life form on the moon. At which point we grabbed Rhea for because she's like the lead biologist, and then we found her to be mega sus. So that's what we got on him. Seems legit? Question mark.
Also, she basically informed you that these two were on the guest list.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And we're already sus of mega magic boy John Smith.
All the researchers will generally come with you, with not many objections.
The only thing stopping John Smith from being sus, as he's radiating tremendous amounts of magic. You would think that someone who outputs that much arcane energy it would be the dumbest thing in the world to bring a magical virus like this down upon a civilization while he's on it. That's the only thing that's stopping me from going he's hella sus. Because it just seems like too stupid of a move, but yeah.
Do you want to bring anyone else with you, or just the researchers? And then are you good?
Anyone? Any thoughts?
I don't like the people being left behind, but well, not with the suspicious guy, but needs must. So I think we're good as is.
Sure. So this team of people are gonna teleport up to the station.
Fume, can your bears like keep an eye on the people staying here and can they let you know if anything bad goes wrong? Like,
I have no telepathic link with them, but they will defend them till they stop.
Till they stop defending them.
Well, usually till they stop being real. They are constructs. Like that one, but made of ice, which is less sturdy.
Right. But if Mega Magic Boy suddenly decides to escape, which surely that'd be dumb. Unless he's got some means of getting around it.
No, just checking. I got everyone. No, I didn't. I don't think I got those.
Sadly, I think the most important thing is to fix it for everyone else.
Okay. Brought all the researchers with you.
That's what you wanted, right?
Maybe. So I have to reveal here and here and here because the party is slightly large.
Is it?
Slightly. Okay. Then we can cut to this map, where you'll immediately see there's a couple of zombies who are just about.
I want to zoom in on the zombies. Small head.
There is a door here, but it is currently locked. And also, where's that initiative button?
That initiative.
There it is. Roll me some initiatives.
Oh, but I don't like them. They don't like me.
Looking for TQO for ages and he's under the initiative tracker. TQO. Plus a D8 because alacrity. Well, so that's 7.
Glinter
Damn,
will,
you quick.
Glinter will also help. The rest of the researchers are too scared.
Don't blame them. Colt and TQO are like in their element here. Ooh, a bunch of squishy researchers and a bunch of monsters on a base. Yep, we were built for this.
Yep, so everyone stands
TQO
behind them.
Yeah, because because the magic people don't use magic as much for some unknown reason. Why don't they want to?
TQO literally built for it. Colt just trained like fuck for like ever. 1d4 plus wisdom.
What's the dex of these melty boys?
Fucking LT Colt. Jesus. No, wait, that's Colt initiative. Fucks. What is wrong with you, Colt, today? Man, he really is feeling unwell.
I didn't realise I actually rolled really well on initiative. Shit.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't see where anything is. My entire screen has gone blank.
Joe, you'll have to press the thing again because I've added Colt boosts.
Okay.
Think I found me?
You are here. If you can see that.
Not really, but I think I found me because I've been clicking on the thing and I've got the initiative to roll.
Interesting. You might want to try reloading.
I will do.
It's fine. Robobo Man is gonna solo them all.
Yeah, go Robobo
Hopefully.
Man.
Well, his armor, his anti-reality shit is already in the armor mode, so I guess fly through them all.
Yeah, sure. You just.
How does the first one react?
It gets a chunk taken out of it, but it seems like it's still up.
While I'm here, I'll take a swing at it. Take a few swings at it. No, not anti-reality blade. I'm using the armor mode. So they've lost 40.
Yep, they've lost 40. But they are still up.
Why did that do that? That's just damage. The fuck?
I know
Okay,
you're good, but you do have to roll to hit.
Oh, did you click on the damage number in the Roll20 thing? Because I think they've changed that.
No, because I'm using the app, and on the app it just has a little purple D20 button for you to press.
Oh, okay.
It worked there. Also, I was booming blading that, which it hasn't added, so I'll add the booming blade damage now, which is what, 3d8 doubled to 68 because crit.
Yeah, because blue crit. Look at that blue crit.
Blue crit's the best crits. So 21, 31, 38 damage, so it's taken like 78 damage so far, that first zombie.
Still up. But it does,
Yeah.
it looks pretty hurt. But it's still up.
Another 15.
You whack it a little bit. Oh wait, sorry. You're doing radiant damage, you say. Never mind. it seems like it's fine.
Eh?
It seems like it is maybe immune to radiant.
Very well. Fly through the rest of them then, just to do X amount of damage.
Sure, you do,
40 damage to each of them.
you do 40 damage to a bunch.
Goddamn
And
power
17
gaming zombies.
Oh god.
17 thunder to the other one, and if the other one moves, it takes another
Oh god.
4d8, I think.
You've flown over here now, so you feel a bunch more fucking Oh, hang on. There's more.
Let me guess, are they immune to lightning? Are they immune to lightning as well?
Not to be a dick, though, I do want to point out, don't forget, Booming Blade is a spell.
It is
It's
true.
cantrip, though.
Still
That
magic.
still makes it a spell, right?
It's still a spell, yes.
That's more of a warning to the character.
So yeah, you fly through a bunch, after also realizing that they're immune to radiant. Although the booming blade you think takes, the damage you got from that like lands. And this one is seemingly booming with energy.
Because I have 1,000 movement, take 40 off of all of them zombies as well.
Sure. All of these zombies lose 40 as you just zip through them.
And I'll just end where I currently am. Trying to pull aggro from both.
At the end of your turn, roll me a con save with disadvantage.
14. Can I indomitable this?
Yeah.
24.
You get a couple of minor system errors, but like it's nothing too bad.
Okay.
Also,
It's
you
not-
know, you
Yep.
notice that this one that got hit with magic seems to like it got damaged by the attack, but it seems to bulk up a bit. Cool, Sonia, your turn.
I'm gonna
Cast a big spell,
I mean-
20th level.
True, yeah. 20th level spell. I am gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast Haste on Colt.
Oh, he's so fast. Okay. Roll con with disadvantage because you
Roll
are on
con.
the moon.
On the moon. It's fine. Sacks. I cast a sacks.
So you know how your cells were on fire before?
Yeah.
Like,
Big fire.
it's just pure agony, really, at this point. You don't really enjoy existing much, just from the level of pain you're in. Also, you've gone a bit melty. You're a bit melty now.
It's fine.
But yeah, other than that, your haste
Other than that, you're
Like-
perfectly fine.
successfully lands on. Like nothing mechanically has changed yet, so
Move further back.
you're fine. You're fine.
Phew,
This
my melting.
This boy turn. Him attracted to all of the sparkly magic people over here. He gonna go for them. Actually, Colt has an active spell on him. Tasty.
Coated in magic
Cool.
sprinkles.
Yep.
Please make me an opposed athletics check. As you gonna get a big hug. Big hug
Modified
from your
20.
big hug
Modified
from your
20.
big friend. Let's see how they do. They fail to hug, but they really want to hug. They're gonna go.
Melted Boy, the name.
Yep. They're gonna go for one more hug on you. Go again.
Another athletics. 29.
Damn! You escaped their hug. You reject their love.
Sag.
Just grabs their arm as they try to hug. He just grabs their arms and slowly pulls them out, and he's like,
I ain't no squishy wizard.
Just wants a hug. Yeah. That's his wonderful huggy turn.
What a boy.
Cool. You're up.
gets smacked. Quote's not sure whether the lightning blade counts as magic or technology or key.
Technology key.
The answer is yes, because it is literally research into all three of those things, bringing them together to make something cool. So the answer is yes. They're interested in it because of the magic, but they're interested in taking everything on like all of you guys because of all the art. They're really interested in Colt because he's holding an artifact, and also Lizzie's container, which is a surprisingly magical item, like shockingly levels of magic.
I mean, he's gonna try activating the lightning blade at level 2.
Sure.
So just his lightning begins to crackle up and just boom, but not quite as much as usual. Am I fucked?
But
does
you'll
everything
find
seem
out
okay?
at the end of your turn.
Ah, shit. Sure. Get bonked. But actually, can I move around him to flank with this lady? Or is she not like a guard or anything?
She's not in this fight. She's one of the researchers that's very scared.
Okay, well, I'll just stay where I am then. A modified 20 to hit.
Yeah, you successfully hit.
Extra
and
attack.
You zap him with a bunch of lightning damage. You zap
Does
him
a
with
nine-
more lightning damage.
So a 19 hits.
And because he took 40 damage earlier, he go as he explodes. Give me dex save, Colt, and also the two people next to him will roll as well.
31.
Oh, what's their modifier? Oh, great! They're amazing. They're so good. It's a D20 with the biggest bonus in the entire universe. No, neither of them pass. You're fine though. As they both get covered in a bunch of delicious goop, and you manage to avoid it all as Huggy Boy pops, as Rhea and Friendo.
That's what you get for withholding information.
She's like,
What, covered in goop?
covered in goo?
Yes.
Spins around to this boy who got hit with who also got hit with Tikio's blade and goes for a flurry of blows.
Sure.
But with advantage because I've outsped this boy.
Don't forget your
31.
haste, Ted.
Oh wait, yes, true. I'll save that for a bit. If he's still standing, which I doubt, because he also took 40 damage earlier. I mean, sorry, I might as well, because I'm gonna. Unless is he down now after 38,
think the
48,
first attack.
54.
I believe the first attack killed him. And can you make a dex save?
Moves on to the next one. So that 29 will be on this bottom one.
Yeah, but Colt, make a dex save real quick.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Yeah,
20. I'm fine.
Then you go for this boy. And
yeah,
you,
for 20.
you-
30
Yeah,
odd.
yeah, that hits.
No, like 30 odd damage. 31 damage. You
Yeah,
still there?
he's still up, but he's injured.
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
Advantage because I outsped him. It's another 38.
Yeah. Dex save. As he exploded.
Lucky feature. Feature.
A lucky fita.
Oh, diamond soul, please. What the fuck?
Yeah,
If
you
you
got
get,
one
like,
more.
50 more. If you get like 50 more rerolls, you're going up in increments of 1. You'll eventually get there.
I think I still have an inspiration. I'm not sure. May I? May I have that? I can't remember how many I had. I think I used the last one.
If you believe that is the last one you have, then sure.
What I'll do is I'll untick the box. There, inspiration box unticked.
You've definitely got hundreds more.
This is what happens when you bank inspirations. You
Bank. Bank.
I'm pretty sure I only gave like any of you up to like I think 6 was the most I gave out.
Well, I've used nowhere near that amount today.
Yeah.
Anyway, 30, if you're allowing that.
Yeah, sure. You're fine.
I still have 2 more attacks.
You
Why
got,
did I grab that?
got a bunch more boys to go and get. Give him a whack.
Outsped him, so advantage. Smack. Still there?
Yep.
Hasted action. Smack. Dex save, I guess.
Yep.
Colt,
What do
can we not have a repeat of those travesty rolls? God damn it, Colt. I get gooped.
Okay, Cole.
Yeah.
You are covered in a bunch of goop, and you don't feel very well. You feel real bad. That's what's up. But you do bap that guy.
But the lightning blade doesn't have kickback.
Is this the end of your turn? Hang on,
Yeah. I've done like 50 attacks. Yes.
give me. Well, I don't know when your 50 attacks are gonna end. Give me a con save, Colt. And one in real life as well.
I
Nat 20
failed.
on both.
The nat 20, pretty good. Colt doesn't get any worse.
Colt, can your dex saves stop being crap? You're supposed to be really heckin' good at dex saves.
Cool. Now it's a Sunya.
Oh my god, everything's a million miles away now.
That's true. But that's because people with lots of movement ran around corners.
We're trying to keep the aggro away from the squishies and the spellcasters. And the civilians.
Suddenly walking along a wall.
I'm just trying to see if I can see anything.
The ones in this room are a little different. They just look a bit stranger. They look
Where's
shinier.
that? There it
almost.
is.
I mean, definitely a wall there.
I don't think there's anything I can do, but
You
more
could
move.
cast something here with an AoE or something.
Oh god, don't make us think.
I'm honestly surprised you haven't just turned into 3 different wagons and started tearing the place up.
No, I'm trying my best
Yeah,
to
use
restrict.
lots
Yeah.
more magic. Just solve it. Like, cast like a couple of 9th level spells and this will be solved in like 18 seconds.
My plan on my turn is to use a thing I have never used before on my character sheet.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Is it the gun?
It is. I have some non-magical weaponry that I have never used.
My god.
Takes off shades.
What have you been reduced to?
I'm sitting here going, my gun is magical.
Yo,
Or I
gun-
assume channeling spell slots into a gun means that the gun is magical.
Gun is magic, yeah.
So
It is
not
also-
using the gun.
It was also a magic item that you were given, so very,
Yep.
very magic.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to waste my turn on just movement.
Yeah, you could dash and get closer. Get right up to them.
That's
Give 'em a
technically
hug.
the idea.
They just want to give you a hug. Big hug. Big ol' hug.
Hide behind
Ugh.
him. Like a brave girl.
Yeah, is that your turn?
Yeah, sadly.
Cool. It's one of the ones in that room. Okay.
What are their dexterity?
That's a good point. What's
3.
yours?
+3. Is
Oh,
the- what the
plus 3
zombie-
beats me. I've got +1.
Nice.
Nice, nothing has to change.
That is true.
I like it when things change. Wait, who am I?
Sonia,
What have I
what's
done
your
with Graham?
dexterity?
I love
What's your
change.
dexterity? What's your dexterity, Sonia?
Which one?
This one.
That's that sheet.
Yeah.
+3.
Damn it! 2 of them have to roll off with you. Roll me a d20.
Well, that's
Okay,
not
pretty
fair.
good, yeah. 0.9. You can be 0.5. I don't think there are any more clashes, which is good, unless there are, but then I'll solve it later. Okay. It's now this one's turn. He's gonna use his action to die.
Yay!
Which one?
There was one here. He looked at you guys, and then just turned into a puddle.
See him.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Fume, your turn.
So could someone who
Can-
sees the map, because I have refreshed and I still don't see the map,
Mm-hmm.
move me 30 feet and then tell me if I can see anything.
No, you cannot.
Well, could you move me?
Need to be. You need.
Yeah,
You need
move
to move at
the-
least 60 to see anything.
You currently can see a locked door and a corridor, and at the end of that corridor, you can just about see cold.
You have the same issue I had in my last turn of can't see shit, had to dash.
But
An insight on okay, but why though?
you could dash to move up along another corridor away from where everybody else is going.
And that would allow me to see what is round that corner?
Yeah.
You
Is
could
that-
you could check like a different corner, yes, or you could dash and try and get to where Cole is. Or you-
So
or
I
you
could
could
run
try
in
and
a way that will expose me to more danger that I do not know what it is.
Or you
But-
could try and open a door, which would maybe help. Shrugs.
Does the door look like it has like a way to put a code in?
Like, it seems so.
Could I just try the code we got from that person that said they had access to places?
Yeah, sure. What numbers do you punch in?
Please could I be reminded of the correct numbers to punch in by the person who took notes?
I don't know.
The
I want to
person-
say. I want to say.
Say
You
it.
you can because the person who recorded it is in the middle of a fight.
343-101.
I try those numbers.
You input the code, and the door opens, and
Bing bong.
assumes that you. It says, "Welcome, Rhea." Cool. So,
And how horrifying is what we see? Please remember to describe it for our audience who only have sound.
Yeah, describe it for people like Grim who have aphantasia.
okay.
I do have no way to imagine things. I am very sorry for my lack of imagining ability.
I am
Okay.
also sorry.
So, Graham, you see a strange. You look down a corridor. You see a melty zombie,
There's an
and
angle.
also weird angel thing. You do notice one interesting element of it, and it's that its halo is spinning incredibly fast.
Is
It also
that a
seems to
thing
be
I would have
trapped-
any idea about? Like
It
a
also
spinning halo?
It also seems to be trapped in some sort of box, and lots of wires are going into it.
So this is what's in the Hadron Collider.
Y- You maybe think this. I'm just trying to think of a way to phrase this because there's literally no way your character.
I know a lot of weird shit.
Okay, you think
I've had to spend time around the mayor and Sonia.
you think that this person is heavily connected to lunar magic, and probably this moon a lot.
Do I feel like I should free them?
Which feeling is Fume getting? Free or kill?
You
I
do
think
have all
that's
the researchers
you.
behind you.
The researcher says it should probably stay locked up.
Why?
I mean, if we let it out, it might release a lot more virus.
Wait, are you telling me right now that that's the source of the virus?
Like, kind of.
God, we're suddenly getting a lot of information out, you guys.
I am staring at this thing being like, are you telling me that this virus is an angelic thing? Is it in any way in punishment for you locking up the angel?
Maybe.
Do I have to kill all of you to appease the angel to stop it from killing the rest of us?
Maybe.
Good to know. That's the plan then.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
I'm assuming
all of the
it took-
researchers are all saying the same thing.
No, a lot of them look confused and shocked. Some of them.
Which
I am assuming it took my entire action to interact with the door and stuff. So that I cannot fire my mundane weapon at that zombie.
Yes, it took your action to interact with the door.
Okay, if I have any, did I have any movement left, or is it am I just stuck standing in the door looking at a zombie?
You do not have any movement left. You took 30 feet to get to the door.
I'm like, guys, more zombies.
I mean, it's only
What?
one that you
Take your deal with that room.
I mean, it's not one, it's 5, but
I mean, the
Oh,
other
well-
5 are behind an angel. It's fine.
Those zombies are very far away. Also, there's clearly it's clearly like 6 there. There's like one here. Top of one guy there.
oh well, you're
Three.
not.
one
Thanks,
here.
thanks God.
And that's like, not counting the possibility that there might be side rooms.
Oh, there could be more. Who
I
knows?
will end my turn having opened the door and discovered that our mission may be to appease an angel to reverse the problem.
And also that there's a bunch of zombies behind the door who look hungry.
Oh.
Okay, next turn.
Speaking of zombies,
Yeah, it's a melty boy. It's one of them melty boys. God, the initiative tracker's gonna look like pure chaos after this.
what do you mean? What do you mean, Joseph? What's that mean?
Nothing. This boy is gonna look at you, Colt. He's gonna use his action to die. So
That's
Fume,
very insulting.
For some
Again,
unknown reason, you see that the angel suddenly gets like a pulse of energy comes through the wires that you can see, and the angel seems to get a bit more powerful? Question mark.
Sorry, energy came. What had just happened?
It like you don't really know why, but it seems like a pulse of energy has just come through the cables that are connected to the angel, and you think energy is flowing into the angel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But like, who knows what's causing that?
Time to go beg forgiveness from our new god. No
This-
offense on you.
This zombie does not do that.
It's fine you said new.
Fine, you said new. The rest of these zombies that are behind the door can join our initiative count 0, and then you'll realize stuff. What they're like. Let's see. How far away are you guys? You guys are quite far away from this boy. What's that movement like? Where I set it to again? Oh, they're not that fast. Oh, there's these ones are not that fast. He's gonna dash over to here. Look quite. You notice the ones in this room look stronger, more put together.
Mm-hmm.
These ones seemed a bit different as well, but yeah.
They're all still down 40 hit points. They've had a chunk.
Oh yeah. They're all down 40 hit points as you just like flew through them before. Sonia, you're up.
I cast ouchie on myself. I cast divination to find the location of the researcher who can fix this if healed from zombie.
You get a ping. You believe the researcher, if healed from zombie, that has the best chance of fixing this is
Which is
somewhere in this direction. Also being this exact person, 25 feet away from you.
what?
You believe Rhea has the best chance of fixing this.
Okay.
Great. In the hands of the sus person.
Also, technically, it was this
roll-
one, so it's the one right next to me.
Oh, yeah. It's the person like 5 feet in front of you. Roll con.
Well, that was a well spent. Why did I open the dice roll that? Con. Wow!
No.
And
Sonia.
that's with a bless that I shouldn't have. Why does Mirror Sonia have bless?
Are you casting it?
No, I don't know if they even have bless.
But yeah, no. You are
Ouch.
not feeling very well.
True.
Actually, coincidentally, the angel looks like it gets another pulse of energy.
Oh, well, at least someone's having a good day.
Okay. Now it is this person.
Blah, blah, blah,
Who's
blah,
gonna-
blah, blah, blah.
They're gonna run over to here in front of the KO, but can't really do anything. Glinter is gonna move here because it's as far as she can get, and end her turn, I guess. Initiative count 0. All these people are just gonna run and hide behind you all. Like, don't want to be killed. And now it's time to add a bunch of new friends to the initiative, because instead of tackling this one chunk at a time, you've chosen all at once.
All at once.
All at once.
Wait, who chose all at once?
The person who opened the door.
I just thought I was being helpful. I can close it again.
Close the door. God's doing stuff.
Why does God hate us so much?
Oh, I really wish I knew.
God loves you.
Really?
I'll just add the ones that can sort of have a chance of getting to you within a round. Onto the
Ironically, the one time I didn't bring him, Terry would have been great.
Yeah.
At least I think so. He is technically always affected by uber magic.
And you really don't want to cast any spells that would summon him here.
Well, no, obviously, I wouldn't want my beautiful boy to be in this dangerous situation anyways.
Is he not still a Tarask with the
Sonia,
same...
roll 20.
What about Sonia?
Roll a d20, Andrew.
Oh, okay.
More initiatives are happening. You
Two.
failed.
Twit two.
And the rest don't matter. Okay, because they're all just the same.
I'm just glad this is giving me a theme song for this fight now.
Okay. TKO.
TKO.
Yeah. Second verse, same as the first. Run through them all. 40 damage a pop. Does he have any other weapons?
Use that.
I don't think he has any other weapons.
And they
And
take
just ends where he started.
Sure, they are all much
He
more. Still fine.
Does he have any other weapons? I don't think he does. That's a spell, 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 that's a spell. Laser gun, radiant damage. That's a spell. Anti-reality blade. Anti-reality blade is not active right now, and that's a spell. Never mind. That's turn.
You got
40 damage to everything.
I mean, yeah, that really injured all of them a lot more. They don't have a lot of health left after taking just 80 damage. That one chooses to not be a thing anymore. Cue angel power-up sequence like it was a Dragon Ball character.
Is Fume gonna shout this at somebody?
This one is gonna run here and try and give Sonya a hug.
Rude.
Hug!
No hug.
Come on, roll and hug. Hug. You know you want a hug.
What am I rolling?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, well they're both shit, but at least one of them's
You've
a
gotta beat
+2.
13. You successfully do it. They're going in for hug 2 now.
Oh, wait a minute, I need to turn off guidance because
Hug.
I don't have
Oof.
Hug. Give me a hug. Just want a hug.
that. Wait a minute. I've got 1,000,000 portents, which I've definitely not rolled. Yeah, I'm gonna make that a 1.
That's pretty
I'm
good.
gonna make that a 1.
They get a 10.
Nice.
Now roll opposed.
Oh, but I need to roll above 1.
You need to roll above 10.
Yeah,
Which you do.
thankfully. I should really quickly write down those portents. 8. 13.
I know how you feel now that I'm playing VR in the Wednesday game. I'm like, okay, do I remember this?
I've got like 600 portents.
And now I've only got 2, and even then I'm like, fuck, what was it?
Yeah.
I'll have to like start keeping 2 D20s in my booth and just roll like position them to the portents that I have.
So yeah, you successfully avoid this person's hugs. Sonia, who's way in the back, what do you do?
Fucking nothing.
You could run up and close the door.
The door meta is real.
I mean, I don't personally see how that helps us.
It prevents a bunch of zombies running at you.
I guess. No. Phew, closed door.
Sorry?
Closed door.
But Angel, we need to save the Angel.
So you use your action to close the door, right?
Yeah.
Door close. Close door.
And then when this backfires, everyone remember Joseph told me this was the right thing to do.
I just don't want to have all these zombies on the initiative tracker. You're fine.
This definitely seems like it's going to be a multi-session fight.
What do you mean?
I mean, this is the dungeon crawl section of this bit.
And it is 9:30 already.
So I didn't
I
think
mean,
you'd
maybe
get
if we clear this room. at the
Yeah,
bottom-
this wasn't a comment about what time it is. It was more of a, like, how big this thing is going to be.
yeah. It's
Also,
quite
there's
sizable.
definitely not a big boss
Also-
or anything.
Also, I'll say the fact that, like, I can only see things as they appear on the tracker
That's funny.
is relatively worrying sometimes.
Yeah, so Sonia closes door. Well done, Sonia, you did it. You stopped having to fight like 2/3 of the dungeon immediately. Anyway,
Nom nom
Friend.
nom.
friend, go run over here. Run here, run here. Friend. Gonna be friendly friend. He's gonna stand here, so when he inevitably explodes, he's gonna get it all over Cole and Sonia. Good boy. This one, following his friend's suit of all of them just dying because it's the right move in this situation, he will goop. Increase that by 1. Nice, I got all of them gooped. Not one of them deaded. Cool, your move.
Sonia, let me do this.
What?
You feel Court's hands grab your arms,
Oh my. Yeah?
and then because that takes an action, use all movement and step of the wind to bring him and Sonia to like over here.
Oh, awesome. That's exactly what I actually wanted.
Fair enough.
Just because Court's put 2 and 2 together, and he's like, okay, these zombies are slow, and TKO is gonna blender them like nowish. So let's just get out of dodge.
Does that prevent opportunity attacks? Your step of the wind.
It's step of the wind, yes.
Ah, okay. In which case you're fine. Sonia, do you resist?
Nyet.
Sure.
That's why he shouted, "Sonia, let this happen."
Just let it happen.
That sounds sinister as fuck.
Also,
Okay,
Fume, you would have just
go
heard
with
that.
it? Question mark. Go with it? Question mark.
Sonia, just let it happen.
Oh no! Has Colt snapped?
Both of the Sonias next to you are like, what?
Oh. So yeah, is that your turn, Colt?
Yep.
Now it's Sonia.
Coming this way closer, do we get anything more revealed?
No, this seems to be an end point. But there aren't the
Just a
screens
room.
here do seem to have information on them that might be useful.
Okay.
Also, it might these areas might be worth investigating for either stuff or you might learn more about what's going on. But
Researching stuff.
you can't see a way of going from here to anywhere else. I mean, you could blow the walls up with magic.
Colt said Robo-Man has things done. Bonus action thing on me to get wings, fly over to here, and then I'll use my action to interact with the machines.
Sure. You currently see the counter is at 12.
Uh-huh.
There's a big 12 on the screen. And it also says intruder alert and diverting power to main unit and a couple of other things. It also says that the moon project should be firing off soon.
Where's the no button?
It also says recalling power. And that process will... I mean, it seems like it's already begun that process.
Sonia will yell back to Colt. Dead end machines. I'll stay here and try and work on these. You head back. Help others.
Ooh, and roll me perception as well.
Perception.
Sonia.
See. I'll make that a 27.
Sure.
I could have I could have used the 13 instead, but no.
You see a log that the last person to use this terminal was someone named Terrell.
Mm-hmm.
That is all.
Excellent. James, should I know that name? It sounds familiar.
Yes, he's the guy who works the cells and... Yeah, he's the one who works the controls for the cells. He's the engineering guy.
Bastard.
He was also on the guest list.
And he's on the guest list as well. So he was here on the day that it went down.
Yeah.
You didn't have to roll high for this.
Well, I still wasted that 19, so... Bugger.
It's okay. But yeah, you got it. Phew.
No, Sonia, we do open the door.
Or that has stuff happening inside it, right?
Yeah, there's a door and things are happening behind the door.
I'm gonna ask the Sonias next to me. Should I walk up to the other corner?
Yeah, see what's around the corner.
Can someone move me right up as far as I can get towards the other corner?
And by someone, you mean Joseph.
You can walk 30 feet and you can not quite get around the corner. You could dash. And
I will dash so that I get to barely see round, and then if that means I have the rest of my movement to try and come back if it looks really harrowing.
Sure, you'll go and peek around the corner. Just a quick peek. It shouldn't be too bad.
Just poke the head out. Do not turn the corner.
Yeah, I get what you want.
Yeah, I get what you want, but...
You see a butt ton of zombos.
You see a
I will
butt.
at that. I will at that point use any remaining movement to move backwards and try and like sign to the Sonias using
What's your bonus to stealth?
my bonus to stealth is +1.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Do you want to roll stealth?
No, because you don't really have an action left to stealth, so I'll just take whatever your passive is.
My passive stealth is 11.
Yes, that's why a couple of boys may have noticed.
I'm like attempting to use my connection to the Sonias to communicate. Hey, more things over there gonna try and eat us.
I can see that from the movements Fume is making. She's panicked because there's danger.
It's still like waving arms, being like holding arms out, being like, "What do I do? Save me!" Send the researchers to their death. That's the other thing I'm signing, but you may not get that
Yeah,
one.
no, I understand. I understood that one more than the danger sense.
Good.
Oakley dokley. This boy is gonna go over here. And he is gonna bite the cables and then die. That's his plan.
Ah, so he's like a baby then. Instantly running for the thing that will kill them.
Close. Something has happened. Go for it.
Did I just see him get deleted?
Yeah, he ran over, bit this cable, and then you watched as like an amount of energy came out of the cable that killed him. And this tank seems to be flashing red every so often.
If TQ can see that, could he roll something to figure out if that's bad or not? Him being a construct and all, would probably look at that and go, that looks like it was necessary.
Roll insight?
Oh, God damn it, he should have insight on, like, technology-based things. I'm rolling normal, though. Nope.
Looks bad. Flashy red, not good. So it's probably bad. Like, if you could get to a terminal and analyze its specs, or if you could like carefully examine the components, you could probably get a detailed analysis of whatever's happening. But you're in the middle of a fight.
Combat, yep.
So
he's got more. His sensors are his sensors are more sort of hostile target locked on. Do something.
Yeah, you've got a lot less processing power to be like, I'm gonna go technologically analyze whatever's happening there, and much more like, incoming threats 1, 2, and 3, kill.
Activate instant kill. Do it.
Yeah. Son, yeah. What do you do?
Panic?
Join the researchers.
I mean, this comes back to what I said last time with the spiders. What the fuck do I do when I got no magic?
You have magic?
I don't have magic. I'm not fucking blowing myself up.
Nah, just keep casting some magic. I'm sure it'll end really well. For you.
I will use my action to move forward and drag that Sonia slightly back.
Fucking all the spellcasters just like, I don't want to be here. I wanna be not here. That's where I wanna be. Oh. It's this boy who, quite frankly, gonna look at TKO, see he's covered in very hard to destroy stuff, and he's probably gonna just try and leave, quite honest.
Rude.
He's gonna run over here. He's gonna try and bite this cable.
Do I get an opportunity?
Yeah. Yeah, go for your opportunity.
Now the question is, what do I do? Because the only opportunity, because with Eldritch Magic, it is Eldritch Magic? What's it called? Fuck. Water Magic, sorry. With War Magic, I can cast a spell at him as an opportunity attack instead.
Him with a spell. I mean, you know he does. He took 80 damage, and even though these ones seem a bit more durable, how much more durable?
Yep, Son use War Magic.
Yeah,
because I don't want to use anything big, I will use Lightning Lure, which is a cantrip.
Yeah,
so hopefully it won't affect me too badly. And what Lightning Lure does is it zaps him and it pulls him back towards me. He has to succeed on a Strength save against my spell save DC.
Sure, go for it.
So DC 20 Strength save.
Ooh, will the pull be enough to stop him reaching the thing he wanted to bite? If he feels it.
He
gets pulled back.
How far? Just all the way to you?
15, I believe it's 15 foot.
He gets yanked back to here then. And then... You deal that much damage to him. He look very hurt, but still alive.
And it's not radiant.
In which case, he's gonna have to use his ultimate technique.
Sit down and cry.
No.
Kill himself.
Yes?
He scoops up a bit of himself
Ugh.
and throws it at the wires instead.
Like a fucking damn dirty ape.
That's bullshit.
Is it enough to kill him is the question.
I'm calling bullshit on this.
All the ones in different rooms all have different abilities. They're all unique and interesting.
A little like sub routine and in Tikio's like Procedure says bullshit called.
Boom.
And while Joseph's figuring this out, I just want to voice my upsetment that I found one single dime as in the suite, and now I want more.
Now you want more. Fair enough.
Plus, you're gonna rip a piece of himself off.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna hurt.
Well, I mean, is it gonna kill him?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying
Okay.
to figure out. Why have I not set up a thing for that? Oh, did this not set up a thing for you?
Yeah, why haven't you done that, Joseph?
Oh well. I guess I can always just manually roll it. That'll probably be faster.
What would a Warforged's version of Jesus Christ? What the fuck be? Primus's bolts? Primus's bolts or something?
He
My
really does a
Primus's
number on-
bolts!
He tears his own armor and then throws it at the wires. It seems to damage the wires enough to cause a breach. This guy is not looking good.
God damn it.
He no very stable no more. He looking pretty goopy. Alright. Glinter. She's gonna... I mean, that's a slightly better hidey hole.
Damn it, that was my hidey hole.
That was my hidey hole. Pass. TQ! Kill them all!
Yeah, it does it. 40 damage to each.
You melt 3 boys.
And ends here.
Help.
That I feel is a good place for the session to end this week.
Fume. No! Help!
Help.
Don't end it! Help me!
Heart on Fume's heels.
I
And
just
you
need to.
guys,
I just need to be faster than the slowest member of the research team.
I mean, they're all huddled against the wall. I guess now there's no more zombies here, so you can be further away than them.
God, I'm so upset.
Oh, fuck.
Since
That's 120 foot.
I was trying to show off my cool, weird Sonya shit, but it kept just not happening. I wanted to show off in front of Colt.
So that's 120 foot.
Instead, I'm beep booping.
And then... And then... 75... Can't see that. It's at top screen.
Yeah, no one's around that corner anymore, so I should
90...
hide that. Back
It's
into
100
the
and-
hidden you go. So I can keep the number of
90,
zombies still a bit of a mix.
165. 200 and... It's 280 foot from where Colt is to where Fume is pointing at. So you're gonna be waiting a little while for Colt to get there.
Don't forget haste, double speed.
Yeah, so he... Actually, no. Scratch that, never mind. Colt can 100% get there.
Oh, it's gonna take me so long. Oh wait, no.
Boom,
Immediately.
just gets there. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh wait, my speed's doubled, so everything's fine actually.
That's also another reason I want to keep that Sonya back. Because I feel like it's more helpful having the haste up on Colt.
I mean, all the researchers are gonna want to run in that direction. Until the station's been cleared out of all the things that are in it.
To be honest, it might be in my best interest on the other Sonya to just haste TKO. And then they just sit there as haste bots.
Yeah, reasonably good plan.
While they fall apart for having cast magic.
There's my stupid ass trying to talk while I'm muted.
Look,
TKO's haste is a magic item, so would he take the load? Or would the magic item take the load? Of
Is
like,
he,
you know...
Are you holding the magic item or using it?
It's a ring on his hand.
Then yes, you would take the load.
Okay.
Because the virus would gather around the magic item that's being used, and given that it's on you, it will also get you.
Because that's the only reason he hasn't hasted yet. Because that's usually the first thing he does. Activate instant kill means activate haste. But he hasn't done it, and he's just using armor mode to just blender them based on the logic of the ones outside the building just got minced by the armor.
Yeah, so far nothing bad has happened to anyone who's cast magic other than they felt a lot of pain. I don't understand what you guys are so hesitant to just use all your magic for. It's very odd.
All of my cells screaming in pain say otherwise.
Nah, but there's nothing mechanically wrong with you. For now. So you'll be fine, right?